So some of you might be wondering what happened with the dragster. Nothing bad. I pretty much spent the first weekend just trying to figure out what the car wanted me to do to get it to cut a light. I really didn't even figure it out the first weekend. I tried many things and it was kind of all over the place. The second weekend we went, I decided to just adopt the same strategy that I use with the Fairmont, which is stage the car, put the gas pedal on the floor, just hold it on the line, and then on the third amber, just let go of the brake pedal. Works perfect. So I got the lights figured out. So what happened after that was trying to figure out what to dial the car, trying to figure out where it wanted to be shifted, trying different things. Also the air was changing a lot, and at least that's what I was blaming it on. Turns out it was something different. The car out of the gate off the trailer went 1370s at 99 point something miles an hour. I think beginning of the second weekend it wanted to go somewhere in the 50s, right at 100, 1350s, right at 100. On Sunday, I decided to double up in Pro and Sportsman. And that's when I realized that it wasn't entirely the weather that was causing my inability to dial it. I'd make a hit in Pro and it would want to go 1350s. I'd come right back around and make a hit in Sportsman and it would want to go 1320s. The only thing that I could attribute it to was watching all the fluids warm up. The oil would warm up, the transmission would warm up. I don't have a gauge on the rear end, but I'm assuming it may have warmed up a little. So I started to kind of blame it on the transmission fluid. I don't presently have a cooler. So I would dial it fairly hard for Pro and then come back around for Sportsman, and I would be holding 2/10 at least. And I would end up getting to the finish line, unable to really look behind me, and I could hear him. I could feel the ground shake, but I couldn't see him. And anyways, Sunday I went out third round in Pro, and I also went out third round in Sportsman. I broke out all weekend just trying to back up into people because the car was just going faster and faster due to air conditions and what I'm blaming on thinning fluids. The car is so gutless, it's really sensitive. But it's here, it's intact, it runs fantastic. I didn't turn a screw all weekend. All I did was splash fuel in it between rounds sometimes and keep moving the dial board, trying to figure out what it wants to do. I'm hoping when the weather starts to kind of stabilize a little bit, just kind of get hot and shitty all day, then I'll be able to get a better grasp on it. I've ordered a new oil cooler and I've got all the lines and everything already here. So I'm going to put an oil cooler on it right underneath the radiator, so when I turn the fans on, it'll cool off with the engine. And hope that diminishes its moodiness. I also bought some really small rear view mirrors because I can't see behind me at all. So, and it appears that I'm going to be the slow car quite a bit. So the race will be behind me, kind of need to be able to see behind me. Unfortunately, I don't have a lot of footage. When I got to the track, I realized that they weren't going to allow me to use the plastic GoPro roll bar mount as an external mount. So I had to make one. Cute little thing. all out of steel. They don't allow plastic, so I just made one out of steel. So I've relied on friends and family who were at the finish line, who all were kind enough to take some video and send it to me. And so the little bit of footage that I do have, that's what I'll put up for you. We're going to go out next weekend, hopefully, if it doesn't rain, and I'll at least have rear view mirrors on it. If it still wants to be moody, I'll at least be able to see how far out I am on people and be able to effectively back up into them. The other thing that I need to do is not back up into people like I did in a Z car. With the Z car, I just lifted. I'd either whomp it a few times. If I had a lot of room, I would just lift and back up into them and then get back into it. With this, when you get out of it, it doesn't slow down very much. And when you get back in it, it doesn't really do anything at all. So I'm going to have to find the brake pedal. So third round of Sportsman, I had to race, or got to race, my nephew. Car, he's running an S10 that we built together. A lot of pieces out of my shop, a lot of time, a lot of fabrication. Good car, good bracket car. And he's a good driver. So for me, when we got paired up, there was only 6 cars left. When we got paired up, we were pretty excited about it because one of us was going to the semis. And to me, at that point, it really didn't matter. I mean, I wasn't going to give it to him. I tried. I ended up breaking out by 0.0012 seconds. 12 ten-thousandths of a second. His wind light came on. Good, great, fantastic. That's the second time this year he's got semi-final money, so couldn't be happier for him. Personally, I would rather see him get into the Race of Champions than me. I don't really care about the Race of Champions. I know everybody fights for it. It's just not something I really care about. So if he gets into the Race of Champions and I don't, that's just fine with me. I'm happy to see his win light come on. It's just as happy to see mine. It's the same. Same thing for me. If his comes on, we're both winning. So we also got lucky on the first test and tune weekend. The scales were on, and I was able to weigh the car. And it turns out at weighs 1,045 empty and about just over 1,200 with me in it, about 1,210 with me in it. So it's pretty darn light, and you don't really get in it. You kind of wear it like a suit. It's kind of like becoming a transformer almost. It's so tight in there that it's kind of like wearing a suit that has 4 wheels and an engine. It's a tight fit, but it's a lot of fun. It's a lot of fun. I really like running it. It's exciting. My ass is 3 inches off the ground. I'm laying down at a 45-degree angle. You couldn't be closer to the ground. It's like a motorcycle because the wind's in your face, but it's like being in a go-kart that goes 100 miles an hour. It's a pretty good rush. Thank you for watching. Have a great weekend.